inside of her. It's not a temporary thing. It's not like, you know, you hold the baby a little while, like grandparents do. You know, we hold the baby. It's so cute. It's so sweet. Look, it looks just like, really, it looks just like your daddy. This is what the things they say, right? Hold him a bit, and then all of a sudden, oops, okay, Mom, here's your kid back. Why? Well, you know why. You go change the kid. I'm through. All right, I'm done. So we held the baby for a while, but the mom, when she's carrying the baby inside of her, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It starts out usually with upset stomach and throwing up and things like this. My own daughter has a problem. They have to give her medicine. She has to be very careful. It's very hard for her. Some babies have this problem, and it's very real. Don't make light of it. If you know somebody have a problem, or you're having a problem, don't blame yourself. Why am I having? No, this could be normal. And so you want to be sure that you take care of that. Again, go to the doctor and get the help. Take the medication. Let along with it. Sometimes they have to give you drugs you may not really normally take, but in order to save you and the baby both, listen to your doctor. Listen to the doctor. They know what they're talking about. Inshallah ta'ala. All right. Then at the point of delivery, let's talk about that for a minute, because again, a lot of the fathers, they have no clue. And I'm one of those fathers. I don't really know, but I've heard from my wife about this. At the time of delivery, there is something that occurs in the beginning that they call it, I don't know, something, what is the name of that? They had a slang name for it, but they're false labor pains. Braxton's Hicks or something like that. This is the slang for it, but this is false labor pains. You think they're in labor and you run to the hospital and nothing. And he says, no, come back. They didn't dilate. I didn't know what's dilate even mean. I have no clue. And so I want to bring this up in our show so that when the fathers are watching this, they will realize, hey, this is a real thing here. Yeah, and the fathers need to be patient with that. Even if you wake up in the middle of the night, we're going to go, oh, to run to the hospital. Sit there, okay, go back home. Okay, he goes back home, then he goes to work, and then she calls him on the phone at work. Gotta go to the hospital. He run away from work, go pick her up, take her back to the hospital. Okay, go back home. So be ready for this, especially in the first child, because you don't really know what's up with that. All right, then when it comes to the subject of the actual birth, these pains are excruciating. So the ladies need to know ahead of time this is going to be more than anything you ever experienced in your life. But Allah will make it so that you not only you'll be able to endure it, it'll hurt you, but afterwards you'll actually forget it. This is something amazing. And I can't explain it. And I don't know too many people could really explain exactly why or how. But when she's delivering that child, her body is contorted in such a way, it is twisted in such a way and out of shape that there's no way to explain how a human body can endure this. There's no way. But I remember one time when my daughter was being born, I think it was, that I was in the labor room. This is a room they put you in to get ready to have the baby. It's supposed to be a quiet, peaceful place, but it's not quiet long, because when the pains come, the lady starts screaming. She grabbed my hand, and she wouldn't let go. You know, to prepare for all of this in the beginning, they said, well, when she has the labor pains, you're supposed to tell her, breathe, breathe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't imagine somebody forgetting how to breathe. But anyway, I'm saying breathe, breathe. And when she grabbed my hand, it feels like a truck is driving over my knuckles. And I can't get my hand out, and I'm pulling back, and I'm like, oh my God, oh, and she's screaming, and I start screaming. It's hurting. Funny when she relaxed, you know, when that pain goes away, they relax and they just look like they're dead. You know, I pull my hand back, I go back to the other side of the room, and I'm going, breathe, breathe. Later I asked her, it sounds funny now, it wasn't funny then. Later I asked her about this. I said, you know, back in the day when you delivered the baby, and you squeezed my hand with so much pressure, it hurt so bad. I was crying, you know. And she said, you should know what I was going through. I said, well, describe it. She said, you will never know. You're a man. You didn't know. I said, hold on a second. I broke my arm. I broke 2 of my fingers. I broke both of my thumbs. I broke my nose. Well, I had help breaking my nose. Somebody helped me with that one. But anyway, I broke all these different bones. I know what pain feels like. All my ribs were And so, and I had help with that too. But, alhamdulillah, she said, there's no way, even if you got drove over by a truck, you would not know what kind of pain that you're talking about. I said, what do you mean? Give me an idea. She said, okay, take your bottom lip. Everybody here in the audience, take your bottom lip and hold it like this, okay? Now, pull it up over the top of your head. Your lip over the top of your head, and that doesn't even come close to describe the kind of pain it is. Now, I don't want you to be discouraged and run away and say, I'm never going to have any kids. But this is something very real. And then, watch what happens. After going through all of this, the baby coming into the world, Islam is telling us immediately what to do. Immediately what to do. Islam has already made it clear about everything with how you take care of this baby when it comes into the world, including the recitation of the adhan in the right ear. Now there's some that talk about reciting the iqamah in the left ear, but we don't have any substantial proof for that. But for sure, the recitation of the adhan into the right ear, this is a part of Islam. Then the chewing of the date, and then putting this, like the juice part of that, into the baby's mouth. And these are things that were done by our Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. We find out now that when a woman is delivering, that they will actually give her something to help her flush out. This is the word I want to use. And the dates are something very good for that. Well, today they have medications and things that you can do, but the dates are very good for that. But we find in the Quran, this is exactly what the mother of Jesus, peace be upon him, what she did was to take these dates that fell from the tree, and she ate those and for the delivery. So we know this is really a good thing, something to know about. Anyway, so now we've talked about bringing the baby into the world. We've got the baby here, and we've recited the Quran, the adhan, sorry. And then, of course, the date. There's some other things too, that when the baby is born, you want, if it's at all possible, to have the scene